Is the Eminence DV77 Divinity, the signature speaker for Mick Thompson of Slipknot, the new modern classic when it comes to high-gain rock and metal? Or does it not have enough cut and bite for those aggressive and modern tones? Let's find out today. So yeah, the DV77, it's a very popular speaker. A lot of people talk about it nowadays. It hasn't been out for a long time, couple of years, I don't know how many years, but a couple of years, so it's really a new speaker that was developed together with Mick Thompson from Slipknot and the folks from Eminence. It's a 70-watt speaker, so in terms of the power handling, it's kind of similar to a V30. And you know, just for information, let's see what the Eminence website has to say about this speaker. Introducing the DV77 Mick Thompson signature speaker, designed by Mike Smith of Omega and Mick Thompson of Slipknot. The speaker represents the future of Mick's signature tone. Assembled in the USA by Eminence, the DV77 leverages a new custom design basket, new voice coil design, new spider design, and carefully chosen UK-made Kurt Mueller cone to deliver exceptional tone and reliability. From the beginning, the focus of this speaker was balance, response, and a very musical tone, delivering tight, punchy lows, thick harmonically complex mid-range, and detailed highs without excess fizz. Not a clone or copy, this speaker was designed in the studio and proven on the stage. With over a year of real-world testing by Mick Thompson, the DV77 Mick Thompson signature speaker is the perfect addition to your rig. So yeah, I've tried this speaker for a while. I made some IRs and stuff, which you can get on my website, by the way. I've got like a bunch of different IR packs from all the different speakers that I've tried so far. I think there are like 32 packs or so in the web store, all with sweet spots, including one for the DV77, which is called the DI77. So check out the links below. But yeah, I've enjoyed working it, but it's definitely a more smooth sounding speaker than the legendary V30. You know, that speaker that we all know and love so much, right? But is this a better alternative? Let's find out, okay? But we're gonna do some testing right now. So the guitar that I'm gonna use is my Schecter E1 Evil Twin. A really good guitar with the Fishman Fluence modern pickups in it. On the bridge pickup, the ceramic bridge pickup, the guitar will be played through the Peavey 6505-2. You know, it's also a classic amplifier for metal tones, so it's an obvious choice. Of course, I'm on the lead channel, the red channel. You know, basic settings, mids to around 4 or so, a little bit higher than 4. Gain at around 6 or so, same for the bass and treble as well. And then the amp is being fed into the Fryette power station, which I'm basically using to tame the beast. It's set to a quite neutral sound, so it's not really affecting the sound. It's kind of attenuating the sound, right? Now, that signal will be fed into my Grossmann Fatbox 1x12 cabinet, my beloved ISO cabinet that I love so much. And I've mic'd up the speakers with 2 SM57s on a slightly different position and 1 MD421 Kompakt. That signal will be sent into my DAW, panned hard left and right. I'm applying a low cut at 80 Hz just to remove that low end rumble. No post-processing on the guitars otherwise. And of course, we're going to compare the DV77 to the V30, which is also an 8 ohm speaker. I'm using the 8 ohm variant for the DV77 as well as the V30, made in China. And do note that right now, for this first test, I'm using the exact same mic positions and mic levels. Just so you can hear the real difference between the speakers, okay? All right, let's go ahead and check it out. Enjoy. Interesting, interesting. So this obviously is a very raw and hairy and chunky sounding amplifier. So that V30 sounds nice and sizzly and really in your face, really aggressive, you know. The DV77 definitely sounds quite a bit darker and more smooth in the top end with these same mic positions, right? So when you're gonna switch over from, say, the V30 to these speakers, you're gonna have to make some adjustments. Now, what you could do, for example, is raise the treble and or presence on your amplifier. That's fine. However, what I'm going to do now for this second test is move the two SM57s closer to the center of the speaker to get a more bright tone. Okay, so this would be more of a sweet spot for this particular speaker. Now we're going to do that exact same comparison, but with the different mic positions just for the DV77. So the V30 sound will remain exactly the same, and that will make this comparison a little bit more fair. All right, let's see how that sounds. Check it out. Awesome. That was much better indeed. So I enjoyed the sound of the DV77 much more with the SM57s closer to the center of the speaker for a brighter tone. And that's just how it goes. You know, different speakers require different mic balance levels or positions on the speaker. And again, for the DV77, since it's a darker and more smooth speaker, closer to the center of the speaker will sound better. It will sound a bit more open and bright, but it will always remain a little bit darker than the V30, which is very bright and in your face, as you could hear. So again, if you were to use the DV77 on stage or in a recording with mics and stuff, you're gonna have to place the mics either differently or change the settings on your amplifier to sort of balance out the sound a little bit and to add a little bit more brightness to the tone. Unless you're going to use, a combination of two different speakers. So, for example, pair the V30 with the DV77s to get a more smooth tone overall without losing that cut that the V30 has. I know that a lot of people online have said that they're sort of doing an X pattern with the DV77 and the V30 in their cabinets. That could be a nice combo for sure. But I like the sound a lot of the DV77. It has a nice roar and a smooth top end for sure. I think that I would use this speaker to, sort of tame amplifiers that have a lot of top end. Some amps are just really bright. Those could benefit from a speaker like this to tame the top end a little bit. I can't say that I prefer it over the V30 though. I just really like the cut and the mid-range of a V30. It's kind of hard to beat in this competition anyway, but I do appreciate the different flavor that the DV77 has. So they're both cool, and it just kind of depends on what you want. So of course, I really want to know your thoughts. Which one did you prefer and which one would you choose for your rig, or how would you set up your amplifier? Or would you use an X pattern, blend it with another speaker, or would you prefer the sound of the DV77 alone? Or would you just stick with another speaker? Let me know. And again, if you want IRs of these speakers on the sweet spots or any of my other speakers that I've featured on the channel and more, check out my web store in the description below. And also please hit the like and subscribe buttons, as that really helps the channel out. I'd really appreciate it. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Ko-Fi. Or if you want to support the channel in another way, at no additional cost, you can buy something at my affiliate links for Thomann, Sweetwater, or Tube Amp Doctor. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you want to see more of these types of tests, let me know what you'd like to see. I have about 32 speakers here or so, and I can do so many comparisons, endless comparisons basically. So let me know what you'd like to see on the channel. Thanks so much, guys. See you soon. Cheers.